Yo, what's up, Lake Bug? First, let's go. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the speaker on. How you doing today, Lake Bug? Firsties. Literally just looked down at chat. That's awesome. So in by 1 o'clock p.m. my time, so in like an hour and a half, I need to walk to the art studio, and that's where the dogs will be. Are you ready for this shit? Lake Bug, you weren't there when I raised these dogs. That was like the last of my streams before I took like a real hiatus for work. I basically was on stream with the dogs occasionally. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the way the stream looks better without it on there. I wish it wasn't so useful. Holy shit, what? We're at 122 out of 120 subs? Damn, dude. Crazy. What up, Charlie? What's up, Charlie? Good morning. Or, well, it's morning here. Good morning from California. Pictures in the Discord are so cute. Can't wait to meet them. Oh yeah, shit, you did see those, huh? That makes sense. Yeah, I posted some real good photos of them. I was like their photographer for a while, and they had like a sponsorship through this food company, like dog food, and had to take pictures of them wearing like the bandanas and all this stuff. Yeah, hey Pikachu Fuzz, how's it going? Welcome in, good to see you. It is a beautiful day. Beautiful day to be alive. It flip-flops again. We're bumming it. Yeah, and I still have like potential upcoming work from the art dealer. I have so much going on today that I had to like sort some things out before stream, and now the group that's doing the lo-fi lounge is all like on the same wavelength. What up, Scott? What's up, Luca-qua? Welcome, welcome. Good morning from California. I hope you're doing okay. This is a good vlogger angle here, watch. You can get the distance. That wide. Good evening from Austria, thank you. Austria's dope. I'm gonna get this wide. Sometime, oh yeah, I wanna do a goal. Oh, what do you guys think we should set our goal to for September? Do you think we should go for something else for September? Like 420 subs or something crazy? Just like set that as the goal for the whole month. Just see if for some fucking weird reason it happens. Or 200 or something. September's the month to like step up your goal. To be honest though, they very meticulously changed the price. Already got 122. Yeah, but so the way subs work is that one day you'll have 122 and the next day you'll have like 80, because large portions are gifted. So you really don't know until it's the very last day of the month. And even then, one of the months that I said that we hit 100 when I checked the analytics, we actually were at 99, even though it said 100 on my stream, because by the end of the day it dropped. Yeah, those don't count towards that, but we could also push that for our first time next month. We could try to go for the 60-40 split. If we can get enough people to do tier 3, it'll be like dunzo. Like for sure good. Like watching your streams, your IRLs. Thank you, Whip. I appreciate you. I like doing them, so it's kind of perfect. Let's swap sides. It's sunny on this side. It's nice and shady on the other side. Do you have a job? Yeah, I'm working today. But I do full-time streaming. I just do part-time gig work and contracting gig work for what? That shit'll fuck your tires up for sure. Dude, enough people ran over it already where hopefully their tires are okay. Let's toss this shit. Honestly, the back plate is valuable. 3 of these things dropped off a truck or something. And you have to buy these. Save it for my van. Oh shit, sorry about that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should probably do that, right? Huh. True that. Do that 1 second here. Oof. Man, that person smelled like booze. It's only 10 in the morning, man. Let me drop a Discord noti.
Valga la pena, bella.
I have my extra modem with me, but I don't have it turned on. I might regret that, but then again. Okay, did the shouty. Did the shout. It'd be nice to just chill somewhere like here. Because this place is shut the fuck down. Literally just got out of the shower, good timing. Any clam chowder or seafood yet? I don't really eat seafood. Oh, back. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't even know what the frick happened. Did you see those like electrician boxes I picked up from the street and threw in the trash? That's when I glitched out. Okay. But it's only because I didn't grow up eating seafood. It's not like I don't have like I ain't a hater. You are too powerful for the stream. Gotta get my evil laps down. So yeah, what's up, guys? You like lobster? I really don't eat seafood, so couldn't tell you. I haven't eaten lobster since I was like a small child. I've always been more of a chicken and beef person. And I've raised chickens, and but I've never raised a cow or a fish. Are you guys excited to see the studio? You guys have never seen it before. Some of you. And that's where the dogs are. They're hectic, bro. I'm gonna have to like sit down. No, this is gonna be the studio where the artist makes all of her art. And then the gallery is ran by someone else. But her art is in the gallery being exhibited right now. Did you see the first movie I watched? Lost Boys? Or wait, what one was it? I forget. I've had a long morning. I've had to make phone calls with so many people and text threads with so many people. Yeah, Lost Boys, great movie. Great movie. Absolutely. That's one of the ones we should watch on movie night. Have you guys seen Lost Boys? Hey, hi, Monster. Welcome back. It's good to see you. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day, too. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to get on, like, hours ago, but I needed to, like... I've been so busy. It's funny, you know how I was excited because I can do part-time work, contracted work with the artist, and then I was saying that the art dealer was like, oh, I have work for you, too. Both of them texted me at the same fucking moment and both asked me to do 2 different jobs today. Which is like, it's like, God, if you guys are working hard and asking the universe to throw you a bone, careful, they might throw bones from every direction. You gotta learn how to manage it then. I think that the best part is that there's like a sense of independence and freedom that comes with being a contracted worker versus like a full-time salary worker. Because I have like less hardcore commitment / responsibility to every waking moment, you know? So like, yeah, exactly, Willow Whip. So now I can be like, oh, well, I'm doing this for this other person. I'll talk to you later about how I can help you with that. I'm also in cahoots with this other group meeting that I need to be a part of. And then the planning of another group meeting that's a totally different one. And all this stuff is happening. So I'm just like, yeah, it's nice to be able to tell some people nah. But at the same time, I don't want to turn down work because I always want to be reconsidered for working. Like anytime I'm in town. Oh, my poor neck. My neck has seen better days, guys. So, how's everybody doing today? Are you going to TwitchCon this year? Yeah, I'm performing at TwitchCon with a bunch of streamers at the Lo-Fi Lounge, 10:15 a.m. Saturday and 10:15 a.m. Sunday. Yeah, are you? Anybody else going? Doing pretty good. Had a long day already at work. Really? Teleworking the rest of the day? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I mean, it is already afternoon there, huh? Temperature here, I thought it was supposed to drop below the 80s for like the oncoming, I thought yesterday was the last day of 80s. Wrong. Never believe the weather report. Santa Monica, it will stay 80. It's 74 degrees right now. It's not bad. Yesterday it was 92 in Los Angeles, and there will be a lot of 80s, everyday 80s in LA. But then if we look up San Diego, they're also, yesterday was the last day of 80s, and then it's not too bad. It's nice. This is where when you people wash, you see posh, wealthy people having in-depth phone calls. Service to others is rent you pay for your room here on Earth. Service to others is the rent you pay for room here on Earth. Interesting. Is that religious or is that just dope? Like some deep shit? I guess it could be taken both ways. I was surprised to see the location that the Lost Boys were filmed. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I love San Francisco so much, is because there's a bunch of movies that were filmed there that I like. Are we glitching out? Seemed fine. Put it in stream suggestions. Nice. Let's look up our analytics for YouTube. You guys, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. If you want to go above and beyond, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this live stream a thumbs up. It helps. We're so close to partnership on here. It's stupid. So now on the 365 days portion, we're at 4,280. So technically, we're basically there. And then the channel earnings page, where you can actually apply, we're at 3,000. Hold on, let me refresh. We're at 3,888. So I'm under the impression that within the next 5 days that this thing is just going to populate itself into that other section. Even if, you know how I said it dropped below 4,000 and then back above a couple times? The second that thing hits 4,000, I'm applying, you know? I'm so excited. We do need your guys' help. We do need your support, and thank you to those of you who have already given your support so much the last few months. Basically, if you have spare resources, if you want to open up a tab on YouTube or just watch my videos at some point, check out my lore, watch my music videos, watch my old school travel vlogs, watch all that stuff, collaborations with other YouTubers, tons of non-Twitch related content, and then a ton of VODs, basically every time I stream here and on YouTube, and everything is there. So if you've never checked out my channel, please feel free. This would be a great time. Any additional hours of watch time makes a big difference right now. If you go watch my videos, or if you lay down and meditate to a sound bath, or whatever you do, turn it on for your pets while you leave the house, or watch them before bed or whatever. you are one of the main reasons why we're pushing it over the edge and going to be able to apply. So if you want to take credit, you have full permission. You can say to everybody for the rest of my life that you're one of the people that helped me get partnered on YouTube. You have permission to take credit for that because it's true. But yeah, this is showing data as of August 17th. So should be there any day now. Thank you, KT. What's up, Brookie? How are you? What's up, Savage Fan? Welcome back. It's good to see you. How you guys doing? Dude, today's a special day. We're going to be dog sitting two of the cutest, most amazing dogs on the planet. It's two French bulldogs that are owned by the artists. One, his name is Andy Warhol, Andy, and then the other one is named Edie Sedgwick. And they're brother and sister. And I helped raise them a long time ago, like a year and a half ago. W Savage Raid. I don't think I'll ever stop buzzing from how dope that was. W Savage supporters, I appreciate you guys. W community, y'all are great. W's. So let's just do this real quick. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, like beep, sad, and 10 being the absolute best, on a scale from 1 to 10 in the chat, how are you feeling right now today? This is our first 1 through 10 check-in. So I'll ask again later and see how everybody's doing after the stream. Hopefully you're not doing any worse. Do you think he will raid you again? I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I'm just grateful that it happened to begin with. Seems like a great guy. I mean, I would literally probably shit my pants if he did it again because I don't really expect it. But it's definitely... I think it's healthier to not have like high expectations. A quote that I like is that expectations will be the death of relationships. So that if you expect something out of people, that it's just an unhealthy pattern. Personally, I think that. A 3 or 4? Well, I hope you feel better. Savage Fan, a 10. Let's go. First 10 of the day. Lakebug 5.5. I know it's probably been a long day, Lakebug, but I'm here for you. Pikachu Fuzz is also 5. Rainbow Raccoon a 9. Mysterium, good morning. Mysterium, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, how are you doing today? You guys, we'll get to meet Mysterium when we go to San Diego for TwitchCon. I bet you will see her before TwitchCon even. That's my guess. Exciting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yo! Cobsland, thank you so much for the raid. Let's go. Hi everybody, my name is Danny, also known as Potential Bliss. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much for the raid, seriously. How was your stream? Welcome in everybody. Raid on the burp. Yo, I can't thank you enough. Appreciate you. How was stream? Welcome in Crabs. Welcome in Cowsland. Welcome, welcome. How was stream? Hey Bex, welcome back. Hey Nord, welcome back. Hey, I've seen some familiar faces. I've seen you guys before. Hey Drew, I hope you guys are having a good day. Stream was very chill. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Was it the most chill stream on Twitch today? Maybe. Well, thank you so much for coming through. Welcome in, you guys. Hi everybody, my name is Danny, also known as Potential Bliss. Welcome to my live stream. We are simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. If you love YouTube as much as I do, make sure you go over there, check out my channel. I have years of videos and content, and I'm really close to being a partner on there. I'll be able to apply within, hopefully, I think the next week. But yeah, we're in Santa Monica, California right now. I'm about to do a dog sitting gig and dog sit 2 French bulldogs today. And I was I was like the first person to hold these dogs when they were babies. And now they're like, I couldn't pick up 2 of them at the same time if my life depended on it. I mean, if my life depended on it, yes, but I wouldn't just casually carry them both. I remember when they were so small, you could hold one in each hand like this. And then I remember when they got a little bigger, you could hold both of them in one in each arm. And then eventually it just became, you have to handle them one at a time to be able to deal with that. You getting that French bulldog magic you talk about? Yeah, they're the ones too. So some of my backstory with Victoria, the artist that I've been working for this last week, is that she used to have a French bulldog named Leroy Brown, and he was one of the most special dogs I've ever met. Everybody knew him, dude. Like, everybody would stop and pet him, everybody would hang out, want to meet him, everybody want to introduce their dogs to him. He was like a little angel. And eventually he ended up getting cancer, and after fighting it for a couple years, he lived a few years longer than anybody at the doctors and vets said that he would. But eventually, unfortunately, he did pass away. And, after a few years had gone by, she decided it's time to get a new dog. And then when she was in there, she noticed that the dogs there was a brother and sister that were like inseparable. So she picked both of them. Oh, thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate you. Enjoy the lurk, and I hope you have a good day. And get out there. Do your thing. If you guys are here from the raid, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting cows, because what goes around comes around. It's nice to see people have a supportive community and good vibes. And you guys do have that, so it's my pleasure to have you guys here. If you guys are heading out after the raid, I understand. It's all good. I hope you have a beautiful day or night. But if you're sticking around, you're all mine for today. Take care, Cowsy. But yeah, we're only like a few blocks away from where I need to house sit or dog sit. And then, yeah, everything should be good. Damn, dude, my hair is like super knotted right now. Meh. Oh, that's a sick band. Bro, that little stupid sad excuse for a motorcycle has got to be one of the stupidest fucking inventions of all time. That thing is way too loud, way too small. Hey Fluffy, how you doing? Welcome in. I remember when Extra Emily did that, like when she buried herself in the dirt, and then she was like, let's make an emote. And then boom, she's a global emote. I think that was just pre-TwitchCon too. Last year. Or maybe it was pre-TwitchCon San Diego 2 years ago. Oh, I feel a little bout of nausea, I'm not gonna lie. I think that like having a lot of responsibilities kind of stacking on each other, like having a few people that want to hire me right now, and having streaming and preparing for TwitchCon because I'm performing with a group of 6 other people. So all the people that bailed got replaced with people who didn't bail. So now we have a large group. Monday we have a group meeting about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. Shout out Dr. Rolfson, Justin for managing and organizing this stuff. But yeah, I do have a slight tidbit of nausea just from like feeling like I have more responsibility on my plate than I have in like 10 months. I like being self-employed. I would very much enjoy to be a full-time streamer and not have to do anything else. I think it's just better for my mental health, which is kind of interesting to say out loud. But what's a raid? A raid is when a streamer ends their stream, but instead of just saying goodbye and closing the stream and everybody gets off, you set up a raid, which basically takes you from your stream, all your viewers, and just puts them in someone else's stream. So the raid system is a way that you can support other streamers. And honestly, there's really no way to grow without raids. You will slowly grow without raids, but it's the foundation of real growth on this platform and professional networking. I feel like it's very important. But yeah, that's how we support each other. And one day when we get really close to partnership numbers, we will do a partner push. Because obviously I want to be a partner on Twitch. Obviously it would mean the world to me. But obviously expectations are the death of a lot of feelings. And you can preemptively give yourself serotonin thinking that you're going to hit it. And I think it's unhealthy to just to have a super long-term goal that's like that you may never achieve. I think, but just to throw it out there, and I like to bring it up often. One day, so first, partnership on YouTube. I've only been talking about it for 6 months, but it's about to happen in like the next week or two. So we're gonna have partnership. Shh, your annoying ass exhaust pipe, tailpipe is making the world a worse place, man. Alright, so if you guys don't know, I'm a lover of big engines. I'm a lover of engines that are louder, 10 times louder than that. But when a douchebag Dave throws a fucking exhaust pipe on his vehicle that muffles the sound and makes it sound like loud as shit when it doesn't need to, I feel like that's the most offensive, most ridiculous, stupidest. You're compensating for something that you're lacking. It's like that small dick energy people talk about, but I only accredit that to people that literally put a tailpipe on their vehicle just to make it sound stupidly loud, which does nothing to enhance the vehicle's performance. It only does something to annoy anybody who's around. Same thing goes with motorcycles. If your motorcycle's a fucking beast, hell yeah, that's pretty cool. It's loud. Fuck yeah. But there's certain motorcycles that are like obnoxiously stupidly loud, and they don't even have as big of engines as like a Harley. It makes no sense. But I'm never the type of person who looks at a guy with a big truck and goes, you know what he's compensating for? Only when they have loud exhaust. It's completely unnecessary. It should be illegal. It's fucking annoying and stupid and childish. It's so dumb. Like, I have a turbo diesel engine, so when I drive, it's like, and it's like, that's because it is such a beast of an engine. It just can't not sound like that. That sound does not come out of my tailpipe either. I have a fucking massive engine, a turbo diesel engine, and my tailpipe sounds like this. It sounds like a purring kitten. But my engine, though, sounds like a beast. Let's just be honest. If you're at a red light next to me, you're gonna hear my engine probably, especially when I speed up or something. You know what's funny? When I was about to start stream this morning, this guy sat down and pulled his laptop out literally at the same table as me. I was already there. I was like pulling out all my stuff to stream. Obviously, I was about to do something with social networking digitally. And the dude sits down, opens his computer, and then loads a work call up. There was like 7 fucking picnic tables, and he sat down at the same one as me, and then he's like, oh, hey, girl, like screaming at his computer in a work meeting. And on top of that, he wasn't fucking wearing headphones. So everything she was saying was like, and he was yelling back. And I literally just stared at him for a minute and was just like, what the fuck? Even if I wasn't about to stream, I'd be like, you could have picked another table, bro. Like, have a little bit of, like, read the room. You have no social awareness. And I left. I ended up streaming like 30 minutes later because I just walked away and was like, I'll find a better place. And then this was the place that I found. I also thought about what it's like for me when I sit down and I'm like sitting, you know, there's this guy in the corner. I'm probably throwing him off because I yell to my phone. But I would never just sit next to somebody. I'm a little bit more courteous and respectful and cautious. I mean, when I'm in my flow and I'm walking, like, who cares? But like when you sit down to pop a squat for a while, ain't illegal. Ain't supposed to be louder than a certain point. You mean the vehicle, like a certain decibel? Honestly, I think that's true. Yeah, I think there is some kind of regulation around it, but I'm not sure how much they enforce it. Kind of like the equivalent of how many times they pull over somebody for their tint on their windows, like it's too dark. It's probably similar to how many times they pulled people over for a loud exhaust pipe. Where? Huh. I guess I didn't bring anything. Eyes feel so dry. And I already used eye drops. Maybe it's pollution. You know what we need to do? We need to ride one of these big tour buses. Even though we can basically do the same thing in my van, I feel like if we rode one of those tour buses, it would be kind of fun. Sit on the top level of it. Can you see it at the park? Parked at this red light over here. On the screen, it's like behind the sign on the other side of the street. If you zoom in, they're all over LA, and they have the top cut off. So if we sit in the top, I mean, they'll probably be really windy, but I wonder how much they cost. BigBusTours.com. Do you think you can find out how much it costs? Anybody that has Google handy? And by the way, welcome in everybody. It's so glad to have you here. Excuse me. We will be going to the art studio, which you guys have not seen yet, and it is hectic. It's fucking messy. There's art everywhere. There's paint everywhere. There's boxes everywhere. There's everything everywhere. You're gonna get to see what it looks like in an art studio. I don't hear any birds out here. All I hear is cars and people. I wish there was more birds. I need birds in my life. I need birds in my life. Everybody's walking their cute dogs. Santa Monica is the land of like dogs that get more love than most people's children. Full price is $41 for the Santa Monica route. Oh, damn. Why the fuck is it so expensive? I'll just walk. Just for Santa Monica route? That's crazy. Mission 822, befriend a pigeon. Yeah, or like an exotic random bird. There's these parakeets that like are like exotic, and they at some point they escaped, like, I don't know, whoever owned them or whoever was like working on them and selling them and stuff. At some point they like broke out or were freed or something, and now they're in LA and San Francisco. Oh no, not more. I don't want to break out before TwitchCon, man. I feel like every time I use the sunscreen, I end up breaking out like the next day because it just like clogs all my pores and shit. For 51, you get 2 days in all routes. Oh, okay. No, the other one are an invasive species, but not to the point where they're like, I don't even know. Yeah, I guess they're not invasive because they're not like detrimental to the ecosystem that was already pre-existing, but they are they decided to migrate and stay here after being released. Somehow the conditions here are just good enough for like a green and red and yellow like tropical bird that makes the most like tropical bird sound ever. Once in a while you'll hear some exotic bird sounds, and if you look up you'll see the green birds flying by. Would you eat alligator? I have, actually. I ate alligator jerky. And I've also eaten ostrich jerky. And I've also eaten pretty much every jerky that any crazy person would make. Because I grew up in Michigan, and it's like really popular as beef jerky there. And they have like beef jerky outlets where like instead of it being a candy store with a bunch of bins of candy, it's just giant barrels of beef jerky, and you like take them out with tongs and you weigh them on a scale, and you can buy like all these different kinds of beef jerky. My neighbors were real big hunters, and deer are really popular in Michigan. There's so many deer in Michigan, like an overpopulation. So everybody makes deer jerky. Like my neighbor would just come over with big, huge bags of it. He was like an expert at making this stuff. Sometimes you'd look out the window and he'd just like, oh, nice. Sometimes you look out the window and he'd be pulling up and there'd be like a dead deer, just like its head like hanging over the edge of the truck bed with its like tongue hanging out. That's how you knew shortly like after you're gonna get beef jerky. As being the neighbor. Rest in peace to his wife. She just passed away this year. It's sad. She was like my grandma almost. It was the house behind the house I grew up in. I used to go up north with them to their property and like live in an RV with them and on their campgrounds and on their hunting properties, and childhood core memories. Snake jerky? I had never seen it. I'm assuming that it exists though. Oh my god, you guys know what we can do today? We can do one of two things. Okay, if we hit our dono goals today, we either go to the new pizza shop and we take their happy hour deal where it's 2 pieces of really good pizza that I've never had, I'm just assuming it's good. 2 pieces of pizza for $7.50, which is good for like a higher end, fancy, bougie, whatever fucking pizza place, because it's brand new and it's on this street and we're in Santa Monica. So we either do that or we go get Thai food at some point. Stop vaping. You stop vaping. L-vape. You know, just to give you a heads up, I've been going through a lot in my life. My only brother, my brother that I grew up with, who was like my father figure my whole life, he passed away like 10 months ago. So I think vaping has been like sort of a crutch that I have in my life that, yeah, you know, ask questions before you start throwing shade. Be a little bit considerate of what people have gone through before you start throwing shade at them. Just for future reference, like if it's anybody else. I'm a very easygoing person, so I don't get offended if somebody's being caring about me, you know, because I can tell that you just care. But just a heads up, just in case somebody's gone through a lot or whatever. And if it's any consolation, like the amount that I vape, like I don't have to buy a vape for like 3-4 months. So it's luckily it's not like a nasty obsessive habit. But I hear you. I'll take it to heart. For sure. But yeah, welcome in either way. My name is Danny. Yeah, it's been rough, you know, like in a few weeks it'll be the anniversary of his passing. And it'll be our first year without him. So there's a lot going on in my head. No, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. It's all good. You know, life has its ups and downs, and we all go through our own version of that. But I am hungry, so we're gonna eat our apple. Damn, it's so good. You guys, everybody please go buy a Pink Lady apple. If you're buying a Pink Lady, squeeze it first and make sure it's not soft. If it's crispy and it's a Pink Lady, it might be one of the best apples you ever had in your life. Maybe. Same here, a cousin of mine was found dead in Tijuana a few months ago, and now another cousin got hit by a car. He was taken off life support yesterday. It was a very sad day. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences. Man. It's crazy how unexpected those things feel when they happen, you know? Me too, Pink Ladies all day. And I think a Pink Lady tastes better when it's not all red. I feel like when it has a mixture of like this yellow kind of offshoot, almost to green, but not. When it has like a nice mix of like red and yellow and green, I feel like those ones end up being the tastiest for some reason. We were in a van in California, Danny. Those Pink Ladies give you great energy too. I think you're right. I feel like it's a motivational apple. For those of you who are just showing up, we are about to go to the art studio. We're gonna dog sit 2 French bulldogs, and you guys are gonna get to see them, and it's gonna be fun. So I gotta be there for like 8 hours. Technically I can leave, come back, but I gotta be there for like 8 hours total. Yeah, I'm having a great day. Just checked in with my life coach and I'm exceeding her expectations. I'm celebrating by seeing a movie tonight. Nice. Will we walk the dogs? I was thinking about that. I'm not totally sure if that's the best idea on stream, because they're a lot to handle when you're out in public. And recently, like a Rottweiler tried to attack them, so they're like a little bit more scared than they've ever been of other dogs, which was like never the case before. They were always just curious and very sweet to any other dogs. So I think, I don't know, I would like to. I would prefer to walk the dogs on street. But I'm a little bit just trying to make sure I take all things into consideration, you know. Yeah, 100%. I actually like returned my shoulder mount because, oh, I think that's my boss. I think that's literally her right there. That's her. Oh my God, she doesn't see me. that's the artist in the 85 Mercedes drop top. Wow, dude, synchronicities. There's like millions of people in this fucking town. The odds that she just drives past right here, right now, is kind of interesting. She's been such a like savior in my life, man. So sweet, such a caring individual. Extremely professional too. What was that loud sound that I heard? You're telling me what's perfect seeing Dan on the beach last night? Oh yeah. On the Ferris wheel. I've seen on that Ferris wheel like, "Will you marry me?" I was like, damn. Like, what if they said no? That'd be so sad. They're like, "Honey, look. What does that say?" We're like, "Will you marry me?" She's like, "That's so corny. Who would do that?" And he's like, "Not me. That's so corny or so, right?" Like, all that money down the drain. Have you ever seen the video where somebody does that while driving with their partner? And they like put all these signs along the road. And he was like, "What does that say?" And she was like reading it, and she was like, "Wow, that's so corny, this and that." Will you not fart in elevators? What I put on the Ferris wheel? I wonder how much it cost. I wanted to say Potential Bliss live on Twitch. What up, Delic? How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome back. If that was the case, I would write, my text would be, "I got the carny high. That's how I got on the Ferris wheel." It would just be like blatantly a meme. We're dog sitting today? Yes. Have you ever experienced an earthquake? What does it feel like? I have experienced a huge earthquake at the epicenter location of an earthquake once in my life. And it was like a 6 or something close to that. And I was living on the 3rd floor of a big old like 100-year-old building, and the entire building started swaying like profusely. And I thought the whole building was gonna crumble, dude. It was bad. And eventually it stopped, and my partner at the time was like, "Holy shit, is this your first earthquake? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, all right, well, there's gonna be an aftershock after something that big. And the aftershock was like equal to the original. Just like, again, later, it was just like. So this is when I was living in Ferndale, which if you look up Ferndale and look up Petrolia, there's like a tectonic location where where it's just like super infamous for being the epicenter of the earthquakes. I wonder where Victoria was going. Yeah, it was California. Ferndale, California. Or Petrolia, California. Coined Petrolia because they used to be able to harvest a lot of petroleum out of that area. Then it turned into a big, like, Northern California weed state, like, city, town. What's up, Green Eyes? Welcome back. It's good to see you. Do you feel small earthquakes out there often? I don't always feel them, but I have felt the small ones too. But like every time I see something online about earthquakes or something like that, I never feel those. I think everybody just tries to over dramatize them, like for validation or something. Personally, like when you get hit with an earthquake that's actually frightening, the last thing you think about is fucking posting about it online. When it's that bad, you're shook, dude. You just glad you're alive, or because even at like a 1 point higher, like a 7 magnitude, that's the one that fucking destroyed Mexico City recently, like in the last 8 years. You guys remember when there was an epic earthquake? Epic's not the word. There was a horrendously large earthquake in Mexico City, and the first thing that happened was like a bunch of buildings just collapsed on themselves, and a fucking school full of children collapsed on itself, and like a bunch of apartment complexes collapsed onto themselves. It was pretty bad. It was one of the worst that they'd seen in ages. I went there like 6 months or so, like after I was in Mexico City, after one of the earthquakes, or it was like a year after, and you could still see all of the wreckage. There was many properties that were just a big pile of rubble and had never been rebuilt. You owe the swear jar $5. Too broke to be swearing. I can't afford the swear jar. By the way, you inspired me to try spliffs. Gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of tobacco. I would imagine that would be the response, honestly. It takes a lot of like finding what your ratio is. Most people only put a tiny bit of tobacco into their spliffs. Most people only like just enough to say it's in there. Usually people don't do like 50-50 or anything like that. You get donos from bits. Yeah. Everything on the bottom of my screen I get paid for every month. And the donos at the bottom right, they go straight into my PayPal, so I can use those like same day, next day. Yeah, I would guess that's the case, Delic. Why don't you do some busking? You'd earn loads. Good point. I'm not gonna lie, that's very valid. Okay, so before everything shuts off because I haven't plugged it in yet, let's plug it in. Thinking about trying to sprinkle in a little dry mullein, no tobacco. Whatever you feel is best. Just know that everything is better in moderation, okay? I don't drink alcohol, but if I did, I would drink it moderately, right? So You'd be an excellent busker. Yeah, I used to busk. I used to have a bunch of didgeridoos too, which was kind of crazy. It'd be fun to see. It'd be fun to stream me busking with the didgeridoos. Oh, look, this is a whole different tour line. 100% electric. That one is called Star Line. City Sightseeing Los Angeles. I wonder how much that one is. What are they running over that keeps making that sound? It sounds like somebody's taking their flip-flop and slamming it on the ground. It's like clap. I've heard it a few times. It's only when the bus drives over. Yo, thank you so much, Rainbow Raccoon. I appreciate you. Bit hype in the chat. One pride, one pride, one pride. W Bits, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Katron, welcome back. It's good to see you. How are you today? Oh, yeah, what time is it? And thank you again for the 420 bits. Oh, shit, wrong button. Or no, that was the right button. Okay, so we still have like 30 minutes before I have to head that way. I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I'm just waiting, and I'm about to walk to the art studio. I'm already parked on the street at the art studio with a parking pass. And we're taking care of 2 French bulldogs today. Yo, when you see these dogs, you guys are gonna be like, no fucking way. When you see them, you're gonna squee for sure. I don't have any doubts in my mind. There will be squee happening. There will be some squee. But we're also in the neighborhood with the pad Thai place, or the Thai food place. And we're also in the neighborhood that we found that new pizza place that looks really good. Has 2 slices of pizza for $7.50 between certain hours of the day. So maybe we'll end up hitting one of those places up today. I'm not extremely hungry, but we'll see. Doing great, thanks yourself. Lake Bug, I appreciate you. Oh yeah, Santa Monica's the land of like collectible cars. What is this, a really old Porsche? See that sound? I like that. When your engine is just a beast, I'm here for it. Whoa. That guy almost turned into that car. Did you see that? Is he making a right turn? What the fuck are you doing? He is making a right turn. Wow. Okay. God, if we would have accidentally caught that guy fucking getting sideswiped by that person who squeezed in between them and turned right before him. Oh, whoa, that's my face. Yeah, Lake Bug's the best. So how many of you guys are going to TwitchCon this year? Let's see. Does it show my badge? It doesn't show my badge on my chat. Well, either way, I finally got my tickets for being a participant of TwitchCon. I had to like go into like a portal and sign all these agreements and give my information and all this different stuff, and boom. It's interesting because it took like, so everything was like running behind for our responses and our people that were coordinating with us. So we were like, oh man, this is crazy. It's like everybody else got their shit figured out months ago. And then when we finally got our stuff emailed to us, it said that the deadline was like January 7th or July 8th. So the deadline was 2 months ago. Or no, about a month and a half. 7 ads later, I'm back. Nice, welcome back. As I've explained a million times, is that I only run ads once per hour to remove the pre-rolls, and honestly, my ad revenue, even as a small streamer, is not an insignificant part of my revenue. So just take that into consideration. You can avoid the ads by closing your eyes for 3 minutes, going to someone else's stream, feeding your dog, raiding your fridge, stretching, go to the bathroom, stare at the wall for a minute. Or you can avoid those by subscribing, which supports me. You can use your Amazon Prime. You can subscribe with Amazon Prime if you connect your Amazon to your Twitch account. Free subscription once a month to whoever you want. And also, you can use your hard-earned cash, pay the $20 million fee for a subscription per month because it keeps going up. Or you can, which I shouldn't keep emphasizing, which is unhealthy for me getting subscriptions, but it's kind of the truth. Or you might get lucky and get gifted a sub one day. Just remember, guys, next month is September. They will be discounting subscriptions. They will be doing all sorts of variations of discounts, and there will be a certain point of the month where if you gift 5 subs, it gifts an extra sub. There will be a certain point of the month that when you give bits, Twitch adds bits to it. So say if you give like 300 bits, Twitch will give 30 bits. Like they'll give like 10% of whatever you give on top of it. And so there's a lot going on within the next month or so on Twitch. This is the time of year when people usually do a subathon. This is the time of year when people usually set their highest sub goal. I have never done either of those things. So personally, I just normally just stream like a normal person. How many bits is $1 in your pocket? 100 bits. And if you're using a computer, you get a better exchange rate. So if you buy them, on a phone, you're gonna pay a fee. It's gonna be more expensive. But if you use a computer, and especially the bigger bit packages you buy, you get a better exchange. So just keep that into consideration. But yeah, every 100 bits earns people $1. So bits are made up currency. It's not proper crypto. No, it's not crypto. I'm glad it's not, because if it fluctuated up and down regularly, it'd be very risky to be. I would never accept payment in crypto on a everyday basis integrated into a platform like Twitch. I wouldn't do that. I've already done that before. It's just an IOU. Everything on Twitch is just an IOU. You pay Twitch does nothing until payday, and then they check on all the IOUs, and then they lump sum all of the earnings into a payment, if that helps it make more sense. How much do you earn a month from Twitch? Enough to maintain my lifestyle, but not enough to pay rent at like a $2,000 a month apartment. Enough to where I have to find side gigs still, so that I don't want to pester or make people feel like they're obliged to try to support me financially. They don't have to. I mean, you can if you want to, and that is helpful, and I would love to make this full time and be able to sustain a really beautiful life out of it, but we're streaming on Twitch. I mean, you don't earn a ton on Twitch until you're a lot bigger on Twitch. So I have multiple platforms that I can generate small amounts of revenue on, and I'm kind of just working through those and working through Twitch. And I'm also a former executive art operations manager and a former logistics manager, both for multi-million-dollar companies. I have a stupid amount of experience and a really good reputation and a ton of high-profile references. So for me, I'm just sort of picking up contracting jobs. It sort of feels better that way right now. Can you talk about depression? I can, of course. Oh, like, what about it? Depression is the realness. If any of you guys are dealing with depression, I wish you the best. It's not easy. I mean, I was on like depression medication when I was before I was even a teenager, and anxiety medication and ADHD medication, all on top of each other. So where do you stay? I stay in my van. I live and travel and stream out of my van. I used to live 3 blocks up this street in a luxury apartment by myself. And I moved out of a luxury apartment into my van because my brother passed away. So I was like, man, I need to go somewhere, do something special with my life. Like, I can't just sit in the same fucking place every day, all day. I mean, it was a huge shift. You know, I mean, I went from being the most stable and the most financially blessed that I'd been in my whole life to deciding to just take an extended break from everything that I was responsible for at that time. Put it like this: sometimes you need to take care of your own wants and needs and not other people's wants and needs. So like when you have a job and they expect you to come in every day and work every day, even though like the most traumatic thing has maybe happened to your family or something unexpected has happened, and it's hard to stay focused, it's hard to give it your all, it's hard to feel happy, it's hard to fight the depression and anxiety and grief during those moments. So personally, I just took it upon myself to leave my job, let my lease end at my apartment, buy the van that I have now, and just immediately started thinking, where do I want to go? I want to go out into the woods, I want to go to the nature, I want to go to the mountains, I want to see lakes and rivers and oceans and different cities and people all around the country, and this is my journey now. And it took a while, but I did do the cross-country journey, and we made it back, and now we're kind of just recalibrating everything. I feel like I'm depressed my whole life. I can't remember the last time I was happy. I've never told my family or my friends. I think it's important for you to communicate that with people that are your peers, that are in your close vicinity, and your parents too. Because like, you know, just going through the processes of what's kind of routine when you're going through that is like seeking help. First, the people that are closest to you, that's always a good start. Seeing a therapist. Therapists are good because they won't try to immediately subscribe you medication and stuff, because if it's not as serious, if maybe you just need somebody to talk to about your things more regularly. But a psychiatrist will 100% send you home with a prescription. So if you're nervous about just being diagnosed and possibly testing out medications that are antidepressive, I would possibly see if you can afford, or if your health insurance covers, therapy sessions. And instead of thinking of it nervously, just be excited, because whoever you're going to talk to, especially if it's a therapist, you don't know them, so they're unbiased, and they will have the best interest for you, and they won't judge you. So like, if you open up and you're really honest, it could help you a lot. I think that's probably the healthiest advice I can give you. But I'll tell you what, exercise can be walking a mile every day. Exercise, waking up early, trying to jump out of your habits that kind of make you feel a little bit more isolated in your depression. Try to jump out of those, even though it could be uncomfortable. You know, like little things, like every day where we should be grateful for certain things. Even if we're struggling, there's still room for a little bit of gratitude. We're really blessed to be alive. And like a pretty sunset uplifts me. And everything is a temporary remedy. Nothing is ever going to fix anybody forever, in my opinion. You know, maybe you'll find that therapy helps, but maybe if you stop doing therapy, it gets worse again, so you realize, oh, I need to do therapy regularly. Maybe you start taking medication and you're like, oh my God, this helps so much, and then you forget to refill your prescription and you feel like you're starting at your first step again. I don't know, there's just like a lot of ins and outs with that. I mean, I'm not a professional, and the only advice I can give is advice that I hope that I would carry out myself, or I hope that somebody would give me when I was a little bit more unsure of how to iterate my feelings and reiterate it in a way that makes me feel comfortable with sharing how I feel. Now I'm a stupid classic oversharer. I'm an overthinker and oversharer, but I do it in a way that it fulfills me. And you know, it's taken. I feel like surrounding yourself with people that you trust and being in a safe environment is a good start. 26. I graduated in 2021. Now I'm 26. Oh, nice. Ugh. You graduated college? I hear you. I quit my job with nothing to go to, and I've got a mortgage and a family. Oof. Society's more standoffish and selfish now since COVID and economic stitch, don't you think? Maybe. I think everybody's always been kind of, well, I spent a lot of time in LA, so a lot of people have been a little bit yuppie, a little bit like holier than thou, a little bit I got's mine mentality for a long time here. Stay away from me type shit. But I do think that the pandemic changed the world. It changed everybody. I mean, we all suffered the same trauma together across the whole world. I mean, isn't that crazy? Can you believe that we all dealt with something that no one in the entire world could turn their head to? Like, meaning, like, not one fucking person could ignore the fact that we were having a global pandemic. Even, like, tribes in, like, New Guinea, like, that you would imagine just hear everything way after, you know, all the technologically advanced places hear about it. But there wasn't like one group of people in the world who were like, oh, COVID, I don't have to worry about that. I mean, that's huge. Mentally, that's crazy. We all struggled with that, man. No matter if you were like, whatever, it'll end, we'll get through this, we'll be fine. Like, even though a lot of us did make it through it and we're seemingly fine now, during it though, there was so much huss and fuss and stress and all that. What's the highest viewer count you had on a stream? Savage's Rage. Yeah.
Next week, probably.
The biggest raid I've ever gotten, other than the Savage raid, was like a 600-700 person raid. So like, and I just talked to the person who raided me back when that big raid was like my biggest raid. I just talked to her and I told her about the Savage raid and she was so stoked. She was like, oh my God, that's so good. I mean, not a day has gone by since that day where I haven't brought it up or thought about how special that was. So happy. Super nice. And some of the regulars that have been showing up every day since then, they're really nice. Savage is a popular stream. Yes. I dug into his, like, you know, just his socials, like checked all of his socials and stuff, and I was so impressed. I was saying this the other day, but like everybody should be proud of him. Like what he has managed to succeed in at his age is absolutely an incredible feat. Like challenging against all the odds. It's just it's awesome. You guys, everybody should be proud of him. Everybody should look up to him in some way, shape, or form, because man, he's setting an example for how you can become successful even at a younger age, you know? He make bank, he deserves it. And rightfully so, he should be making bank. You look up to him? Nice. Yeah, I'm super grateful. Oh yeah, what time is it? 12:27. I wonder what his sign says. When you're doing a 24-hour stream? I don't know. I want to. What's up, Major? Good to see you. How you doing today? Do you remember Mr. Savage's raid? I literally haven't stopped thinking about it. I haven't stopped thinking about it. I don't think I've ever been so grateful for a raid in my life, honestly. I even like wrote out a tweet and tagged him in the tweet and took a screenshot of my analytics from that stream just so he would know that like I really appreciate it. And he liked the tweet. He saw it. It was so epic. Yeah, I've been paying my gratitude to him since the very moment that raid happened. It wouldn't even be so beside myself to just make my title, "Thank you so much for the raid, Savage," for like the next month of my life. He talked about the raid a lot. Yeah. Well, people ask me a lot too, so it kind of comes up. Yeah, I couldn't be more grateful. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited though. I get to share the most cutest dogs on planet Earth with you guys today. Yeah, for anybody wondering if I remember, I'm surprised you ain't like hype over it. This isn't hype. I think this is my version of hype. If it was you, I would jump for a week. That's basically what I'm explaining to you, is that I have never been this heavily impacted by a raid before. That was the largest raid I've ever had. So grateful. Everybody that stopped through and stayed for like the entire stream till like 10 hours in.
Oh, definitely your smile. Because he spends more time hanging around than actually doing anything. Classic Danny, right?
Thank you, Rainbow Raccoon. Sorry, the speaker was under my backpack on accident. But no, everybody was so nice, and everybody who stuck around was super dope, and got to know a lot of people, and vice versa. I delivered a $15,000 painting on stream, and like that whole day was the day after the raid, right? So, yeah, we did a lot of catching up and like recalibrating. Yeah, that raid was potent. I feel like it's hard to explain how hardcore that raid was. Like, when I went into my analytics last night for yesterday's stream, because of Savage's raid, my stream is now being suggested to people watching Kai Cenat. So it's like he's Savage is like such a prominent, well-known, successful streamer that like it lumps me into the algorithmic distribution and placement that is similar to somebody of the likes of Kai Cenat. I've never had Kai Cenat on my analytics and say X amount of percentage of your viewers today came from Kai Cenat. I've never had that in my whole streaming career. And it said Mr. Savage, but so like he really opened up the algorithm to being in my favor a bit, you know. Anybody that does IRL streams or watches IRL streams, excuse me, hopefully can find my streams easier now. Like it's such a blessing to have somebody raid you like that. It really is. For clicks. Or queso. Nah, man, I would have never guessed in a million years that Mr. Savage would ever raid me. So, I'm like very humbled and very appreciative. It was a 1 in a billion raid, maybe more. Exactly. It is literally the rarest W ever. I'm never gonna forget this shit. I'm literally gonna be like on my deathbed and be like, remember that one time Savage raided us? That shit was crazy. Oh man. Most streamers don't send big raids out of category. Yeah. Especially such a niche like professional gaming on a certain game. But he does IRL. Okay. My jaw dropped. It was insane. My heart kind of just stopped. I was like, hey everybody. But I'm here for it, man. I don't like I said, expectations is the death of your joy, and sometimes the death of relationships and friendships. So I don't expect anything, but man, I could not be more grateful. They say, expect less, appreciate more. And that's my mentality, so. Expect less, appreciate more, guys. Whoa, that's a tree. How is there no trash cans over here? What the heck? No wonder there's so much trash on the ground. I mean, you can't find a trash can and people just get lazy. I'm crossing, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay, let me get into the shade. All right. Up and away. Oh, there's a trash can. I look so whack right now. What's going on with my shirt? Oof. The engine sounds rough. High noon, so I can hardly see my chat phone. Feeling spritzy? What is this? place is pretty sick. It's a vibe. Alright, let's get to the Frenchies. I'm excited to see the babies. It smells like citronella. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, it's a cigar lounge. I was like, what is this place? Yeah, this whole street smells like candles, citronella, and shit like that. Broken glass on the ground, oh yeah, all around. It's not the best place to walk with fucking flip-flops on. Sunny blue. I'll give you guys my pav. Lula, Cochina Mexicana. Mexicana. Pilates. Oh, let me check something. Just got given a gift sub. Whoop whoop. You did? I didn't see that. But that's exciting. Oh yeah, I did see that. That was like 30 minutes ago. Sorry, I thought, my bad. Thank you so much, Rainbow Raccoon. And we're off. Off to the races. All right. Still gathering my mental bearings. Oh, dang. I don't think I can do lessons on how to beatbox because I never thought that I would be able to beatbox. And I don't really like beatboxing by itself necessarily. So I could teach somebody how to beatbox while playing an instrument, which sounds infinitely more complicated and complex, which it is in a way. But I find that I write insanely better beatboxing when I do it while I'm playing. And I like sync them together simultaneously. But there's a bunch of YouTube tutorials that are really good. Like if you're trying to learn how to beatbox, like they'll explain it so in depth. Oh yeah, if you click like the little tab it'll tell you in like the My Channel section at the top right of your browser, but I think you can also access that in your phone too. But it's just a matter of finding it, I guess.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
I'm loving it. Not sponsored. Looks like the overlay got stuck. Oops. Thank you. Excuse me. It's a pretty neighborhood. This street leads right up to the sand at the beach. Whoa, what the fuck? Where did that water come from? Wait, where did that come from? That is so trippy. What the fuck? Dude, I have zero explanation as to where all this water just dripped from. Huh? Huh? It hit me. It got all over my arms and hand. Where did that shit come from? What? What the fuck? What? I am so confused. Yeah, I know, like seriously. That's like the only like thing that I could believe. That shit came out of nowhere. I looked at every car to see if there's somebody in it using their windshield wiper sprayer. It just water just mysteriously flew out of the sky. What the hell? Holy water from God. Hey, Helio. That was weird. It was almost like somebody like poked their head out the window and shot me with a squirt gun and like ducked. It was so confusing. What in tarnation just happened? It's like some little kids like making a YouTube video. We made it to the beach, guys. Let me check some messages. have to make a phone call. So I have to get off. Okay, we're gonna raid Luna. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I gotta make a couple phone calls, and it's like work related, so it's important. But I'm glad I got to come on and stream a little bit today before I started that. I will get back on when with the dogs. She just gave me some I'll be back. Love you guys. Peace out, Lake Bug. Peace out, Lake Bug. I appreciate you. Later, Rainbow Raccoon. Later, Pikachu Fuzz. Helio. Mr. Savage fan. Even those cheap ones, unfortunately.